had my pizza. Still got greasy fingers, unfortunately. Gotta jump on to let him speak.
Connected.
There we go.
Channel switched.
Now we can jump on in. It's weird that it shows you guys my screen for that. I guess it's probably something I set. Alright, gotta hide that for a minute.
This whole track complex, it really is a good track.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
I saw they added a new layout, inner loop A, which is apparently quite a short loop, but could be fun to try. Of course, we haven't even tried all the ones they have yet.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Yeah, and then this time it works perfectly. Oh, rFactor, you so silly.
What happened to Docs? I hadn't seen him all week.
You mean Dogcat?
Yeah, the new guy. For us, he's new, I guess.
Yeah, I think he had to work late or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said he's doing double shifts on his route for a few weeks, so he probably won't be around much during that time.
Wow, double shifts.
Yeah, I bet he's just happy it's not December already.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Stuart. This should be interesting enough. Hey, good. I got my livery. Or my, not my livery. My, setup. Alright, we're doing 11 laps. Excuse me. I think taking downforce off is going to be good. And we'll go just a little bit softer on the rear. We'll try that. That was weird. There was some smoke coming out of the back of the car. Oh, they did end up picking the new one. Oh, no, they didn't. Never mind. Oh, maybe they did. That was a huge right front lockup. This does look slightly lighter than the version I was just racing on earlier. So I think they might have ended up picking the new version. And it doesn't have the yellow curbs.
I'll send around the setup that I'm using. It's the same one that I always use, maybe with a little more forward brake bias. But
Sweet.
Oh yeah, that corner entry
Thanks,
is different.
Armor.
So they did actually change the track itself a tiny bit. But it's relatively the same.
and it's an 11 lap race plus a formation. So probably want to add a bit of gas to that setup if you use it. I think it said 11 laps, but it's probably not enough.
All right.
Thing doesn't hold very much anyway.
All right.
It's getting really sketchy on braking. I've already got so many of the settings at their maximums. It's definitely going to be a tough one. Well, the fact that he only did a 43 means I might have a chance at the podium potentially.
Hey, did they get rid of those funny guys? They did at corner 2 there, those floppy guys. You know?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I was looking for him a while ago and didn't see him.
Oh, they're still here.
Yeah, that was my favorite part.
There's one behind the red sign at the, I think it's the 3rd corner.
They used to have them all over the place.
Yeah, I just saw one going into turn 5 or 6 also. I think it's just, they probably just don't pop up as much maybe.
Be right back.
Oh yeah, right. I'll have a look. Maybe I turn my track settings down one notch. I don't know.
No, I'm not seeing them either. So I think they just cleaned them up.
I just now see one. I think the first one that Paradox or the Hamster was talking about. They are not as bright as they were. And that one was behind that red sign, so it didn't really show up unless you're looking for it. Yeah, there's one there. Yeah, they definitely don't stand out as much.
Ah. I want to go fast. Yeah, all the yellow curbs are gone. I actually like that quite a bit more. You can use so much more of the curb. Freaking A, man.
Yeah, the one that used to be here out of turn, what is it, 1, 2, 3? It's not here. I think I must have my track on high or something. I'm gonna exit and come back. I like seeing those things.
Yeah, there's no bump stop setting or anything.
Those funny guys, he called them.
I don't know, what do you call them?
I don't know.
I think they're funny. My kids love them.
Now I see them every time I drive by them. I wasn't even thinking about them before.
I guess I have to be careful that I don't make it too much worse.
Yeah, I just see 2 on this layout.
I just blew up my motor on the getting out of the pits, spinning it out. Oh, this, yeah. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, I think you have to have your track detail on full. Yeah, they definitely shrank in size quite a bit. Now they're green and not blue. Yeah, they're much smaller.
I guess it would be they were causing performance issues for some people then. those sorts of changes, that seems to be what it was probably aimed at.
They were a bit ridiculously large before, but I kind of like them.
This ride height change definitely lets me use more of the curbs though, which is good. Just also made it a little bit more loose.
Hey, I broke down and bought Grand Theft Auto for the PC, Armor.
Did you?
I got an email from Games Planet last weekend. They had it on sale for $20 or something like that. They had it in euros or lira or whatever. Pretty close to $20 our money, and I thought, what the hell? It took me 3 days to download it, but I finally got it.
Well, yeah, it's huge. Oh my god, yeah, download it.
Well, I could have left my PC on all night. I would have had it by Monday morning, but I just don't like leaving it on all night. I bought it Sunday about 1:30, and when I went to bed that night, it was about halfway done.
That's not bad, because it's like 60 or 80 gigs or something.
Yeah, the initial file was 55, and I finally got that Tuesday night, and I was happy. I was like, all right, I'm going to start playing it. Well, then I go to install it, and there's like 7 gigs of updates, so I didn't get to play it that night.
It's so easy to lock the brakes there.
But it's not like I hadn't already played through it twice on 360 and the PS4.
I think I'm gonna have to throw more downforce at it. It's just too loose everywhere.
No one supports the gaming industry like you do, Draft.
I am a sucker. I'm not as bad as I used to be. The older I get, the less chances I take on games. But
6.2.
if I even think I might like it, I'll pick it up.
Now let's go.
I used to wait for you to buy it to get the review on it.
Which was mostly crap.
Gotta figure out why I'm so slow. Besides the obvious of just being slow.
At least I don't throw all my money at Farmville and stuff like that. Clash or what is it?
Farmville
Boom
even
Beach,
still
all
a
that
thing?
stuff.
Yeah, but you're buying all the old Nintendo stuff again, so that might be a wash here.
Nah, I hadn't spent a penny on that except for that controller that I bought.
Yeah,
That controller's awesome. I gotta find out where you got that and maybe get myself one.
Yeah, I put a link to it in that thread.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
never
Amazon.
really played that stuff. My kids got 2 or 3 of those controllers laying around somewhere. If I find them, I'll let you guys know.
They just discovered emulator.
Well,
Man.
they won't be any good for the PC
Oh, that's right. Yeah, what do I?
unless there's an adapter out there somewhere.
It's always funny.
I still love playing Mario.
Oh yeah, it's still a great game.
It's always funny the reaction people have when they first discover emulators. It's the same reaction we all have of like, wait, I can play all the stuff I used to like on without having to dig out this old console and grab it. This is fantastic. It's always fun for me to hear a new group of people experiencing that.
I never had the Nintendo. I always had to play at a friend's house, so I didn't get to play Tetris. But I remember in university, I got a PC and they had a Tetris game, and it was, whatever. But I remember fucking played it so much, like going to sleep and dreaming about Tetris.
That was a good game to play like right before bedtime. So you stare at it so much, you start to kind of doze off almost. It always kind of made me sleepy. I found one called, what the crap is it? Some kind of bikini girl or something. It's actually a naked chick, like she's all pixelated. And it's like almost reverse Tetris. It's bubbles going up, and you got to combine the colors and stuff. That naked chick's just laying down there at the bottom. I didn't know there was ever a naked girl in Nintendo games.
Oh,
that's
really?
funny.
Yeah. I saw the title of it. I was like, I'll check it out. I mean, it's a 2-second download.
You better hope she's over 16, Jared.
Well, let's see. That was about 1990. That was, what, 20, 30 years ago? She's probably in a nursing home by now.
Huh.
Oh, putting downforce on was the right call. Bring it back to racing for a moment. We're already much faster than we were. I might even just crank it up to 9.
Or, Paradox. Yeah, Harmon.
One of those will be right.
The lap was a 1:45.04.
I got it down to a 45.
It was probably Hamster.
it was Hamster.
This car just feels so much better when you put the downforce back on. I don't like those lockups I'm getting though. But it's better than how loose it felt before under braking. I just really can't use all that much of the brake pedal. Ah,
With this updated
That was
Megane, I
almost
lost
good.
my Playboy paint scheme that I had from somewhere.
Oh, I'll show you how to get that back.
oh, if you mean for this car, it's because the folder name changed.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Because I had the same thing, because I had my livery for this car, but I just didn't have time to switch it back over. Now it's actually a name that makes sense instead of M2009.
Yeah, that was hard to find.
The lap was a 1:46.93.
Oh, 46.9, that's awful.
Although I did notice that when you look at the vehicles on your mod manager or the launcher from the launcher, ISI Megane trophy is like separated from all the other ISI cars. Somehow, at least on mine it is.
Yeah, I know. It's so fucking annoying, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
It makes you want to fucking pull your hair out and just scream because you're setting something up or looking for something. It's like, well, where the fuck is it?
Yeah, and that's how I noticed it, because I logged into test and or practice, and I picked the car, and while I saw I had 1.44 and 1.45, so I went to try to delete them, and I forgot about the M2009, so I had to remember that. And then just finding the other one, I was like, how the hell do I have this installed?
Yeah, I had exactly the same problem, and it kept picking the older version, regardless of which one I chose. And I eventually had to go in and find the WR mod from before when we had run this car, and actually delete that, and then it finally got rid of the cars in the 144. It's like, really? Like, I have to do all of that just to get those to stop showing up?
Yeah, I try to delete my mods every week, or usually try to anyway. Sometimes I'll go 2 or 3 weeks without deleting them.
Well, that's the first time I've run into an issue like that, so I was lost for a while. I was just like, what in the world? And then
Yeah.
and then I finally found out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing that, deleting these afterwards now. Ah, it was such a good lap at the start, and I ruined it. I ruined
Oh, maybe
it.
It's funny, like,
Go ahead, Mom.
like the whole naming issue, like the last one was the M2009 car. Okay, that's a stupid name, and it's harder to find when you're looking for it in the ISI stuff. But even when they rename it to ISI, fucking no Megane, it doesn't show up in the ISI stuff.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. It's almost like the eye is a 1 or something. The first eye.
Mm. It's like, man, they are second to none in getting the racing stuff right, but man, the other stuff, they got something to learn.
That's almost exactly what I said earlier today. That's awesome. That's literally almost exactly what I said earlier today on my stream when I was messing with it. That's too funny. Because they do. They get the racing perfectly right, and then all the rest of the stuff is... Well, the funny thing is, the rest of the stuff is so close to being really good ideas, and then they just drop the ball really hard in a couple key areas.
Yeah, it's like, you know, their focus just isn't there. It's obvious, right? Like, and it seems like it wouldn't take very much effort, which could be totally wrong, you know, because I don't know, but it seems like it wouldn't take much effort to just clean up some of the stuff that makes it, you know, frustrating.
Well, they just because of what I do for a living. I mean, these guys are. It seems like they're more tech-minded and not, you know, less design-oriented as far as, I don't know, how things flow and stuff. They almost need to hire somebody that, you know, from Project Cars or something that, you know, can help. Well, not that wouldn't be a good example, but somebody that can help them, you know, streamline some of that stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's like it's all gearheads who either love racing or love coding, and they forget that stuff that's second nature and obvious to them isn't to everybody, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yep, all that user experience stuff is much more important than a lot of developers realize.
But at this, I'd rather have it this way with a great driving game that has a little, you know, quirks to it or whatever than, you know, the perfect UI and crappy physics. So
Oh, for sure.
I'll take this over that.
Me too, except Draft. The only thing I'd say to that is if I wasn't around, you know, for the last couple of years, you guys wouldn't even been playing it, and that's no pat on my own back, but it's a problem, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. That's a good point. We've said that 1,000 times too.
Well, and realistically, if they implemented Steamworks correctly, which all of the things they've said in their blog posts are pointing to that, some of the issues will be alleviated with that version. So that is something to look forward to, at least.
Hopefully it won't create more issues though.
That's, yep, that's the big worry.
I think it will at first. The changeover, you're going to have some little glitches, but I think it's going to be for the better once it's done.
Can we all like agree to wait a month after it goes up on Steam?
I'll definitely keep both installed, but the instant it's on Steam, I'm grabbing it.
Oh, you can do both. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Well, I don't know about other people, but I have it installed to a specific spot here that isn't where the rest of my Steam stuff is, so I should be able to run both of them.
Yeah, you
Well-
should in theory. You can run multiple copies of it now. So
Well, I did read that if you want to have the Steam version, you won't be able to go back to the non-Steam version.
Yeah, my assumption with that was just that your my taco Steam would just be that the words that your license wouldn't work, but you should still be able to run the thing itself. Would be my guess.
But we should still be able to all play online together, right? Even if we had different versions.
well, they're working on that. This is the last I read. You guys may know more than I do at this point because I'm not following it that closely, but I wouldn't make that assumption until they clearly say yes, it's totally compatible between Steam and non-Steam versions.
Yeah, it actually might not be,
Right.
because they said that similar to rFactor1, when the Steam version comes out, they will slowly start phasing out the non-one, so it actually might not be compatible.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I did read that they're working on trying to make it compatible, but that's the last I heard of it, which was a couple weeks ago or whatever.
Yeah, because the multiplayer will be like a part of Steam. It'll like use your Steam friends list and all that.
Yeah, and hooking into that integration from outside of Steam is pretty difficult. So I can understand why they're hesitant to say anything one way or the other.
Right.
Yeah, but we're still hosting the games on our own computers, right? But yeah, I'm sure
Well, right, but
it's a complicated mess.
Well, you'll still be hosting it from yours, but basically all the authentication servers that it connects to and all the different places that it connects to tell other people that your server is up will be completely different, because those will all be
Right.
sort of Steam-specific subsets, and a lot of those Steam-specific ones don't like outside connections. Like, you have to do a lot of finagling to get outside games to connect to those. So, like I said, it's possible, but it depends on how much they really want to put into that.
Right, which is to my earlier point.
Yep.
I'm not sure we all want to, like, either we're all jump on Steam right away, or we all don't, or we all don't race together until it all gets sorted out.
Yeah, and I guess I should have clarified. I'll grab the Steam version right away, but I may not transfer my license right away. Like, it may just be just the single-player experience on there until, like you said, until we all find one or the other that works for all of us. 'Cause I'll definitely be playing it through Steam every chance I can get.
Now we're going to have to deal with Steam servers going down and crap, because like that happened to me the other night in Project Cars, and it's happened to you guys too.
Yeah, it should be only Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. That should be the only time it's supposed to ever go down per week, but every once in a while they'll have an outage.
Oh, okay. So I think I did go down Tuesday. I was actually on doing something, and I noticed that I got disconnected. I think that was Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern, and then obviously fix that for whatever your time zone is their regularly scheduled maintenance for the week. It's really annoying because they do every single server set across the world at that one time period.
Where are they based out of? Why would they do it in prime time in the U.S.?
They are based in California, and they've had that question many times, and their answer is stupid.
Wow. They should do that at like 2 o'clock in the morning or something.
Right? Yeah.
They have enough money, they could easily do phased rollovers so that everybody had it at like 2 or 3 a.m. their time. They just, like I said, their reasoning behind it is really dumb.
Interesting. I haven't really played much Steam games online at all. I've got a lot of Steam games, but never really played them online. Except for Project Cars is really my first one, I think.
Yeah, that's pretty much my PC platform. Like, that's where I load everything I can through, so I'm very familiar with it. It's just so nice to have everything in one spot.
Yeah, I was disappointed. I bought that Grand Theft Auto from Games Planet, and I was thinking I could add it to my Steam account. I think I can connect it as a non-Steam game, but I don't think that'd be doing me much good. I think they don't allow that game for some reason to be fully functional if you buy it somewhere else.
Yeah, basically adding non-Steam games just gives you the Steam overlay. It doesn't do anything extra for you, really.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready when you guys are.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Yep, I'm ready.
Grab a beer and a piss.
And I hate seeing that trail of smoke off of my tire in my rearview mirror. Means I'm doing something very wrong. Or too aggressive, I guess I should say, not necessarily wrong. I'm surprised Bub is so far back there. In the past, he's been really quick in these things. I'm sure we'll be doing our normal thing of a formation
What
lap.
y'all's Twitch names? Paradox and Hamster.
Mine is DH Paradox. And
Alright.
Hamster is _angry_hamster.
Just like Twitter.
On Twitter, it's a little bit different for me, but yeah.
Okay, alright.
Unfortunately, the angry hamster is usually taken anymore. And it's
Really?
usually, yeah, on Twitter, it's by somebody who hasn't been on since like 2006. And on Twitch, it's by somebody that hasn't been on in over a year, so it's
What is it
unfortunate.
a reference to?
Oh, it's nothing.
Oh, okay.
How can there be so many angry hamsters, though?
Right?
I mean, I thought hamsters had it pretty good.
Alright, everybody here? Everybody ready?
Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Do we need to vote?
Nope. I only heard 3, but that's close enough. Oh yeah, we did, because I didn't set myself as administrator.
That was a 1.
Oh, E-dub, that took me-
57.58.
It took me a minute to read, because at first I thought you were saying,
Attention grid, will all non-essential personnel leave the grid now?
at first I thought you were saying something along the
Double
lines
check your fuel.
of dirt really needs to get more. I was like,
And we go in 11 laps, you said?
but it's still early access.
Plus
That's so
the
harsh.
formation, yep.
And then I realized what you actually said. Ooh, Sweden. That would be sweet. And more cars is always welcome. But once I realized what you were saying, I was like, yay! But at first I was like, how can you say it really needs more stuff? Alright, so this is our race for the week for rFactor. The Renault Megane Trophy at Mills Metro. I think it's Outer Loop B, technically. Should be a bit of fun. Hopefully I don't do terribly. Hopefully. Should be able to get our tires warmed up a bit here. Unfortunately, with this car, the tires cool down so fast. There's not really all that much you can do. Big thing is just avoiding. You don't want to put the car in the fence on your formation lap, and you don't want to flat spot a tire. So you definitely go extra careful into a lot of the corners, and more slow than you normally would. Particularly this corner. There's my giant strip of rubber on there. I think I laid it down in exactly the same spot 2 laps in a row. And here we'll, coming up to the start-finish straight, basically we'll do some practice starts where we really floor it. Try and get a bunch of heat in both the brakes and the tires. Alright, that should be enough. That should keep them relatively hot. Oop. Now we have to wait for Bub. Oh yeah, it's Dirt Rally is definitely still lacking content a little bit, but again, it's still early access, and they've already said there's going to be more cars and more tracks, so. But I definitely agree that the hill climb could be very neat if they added a couple, and in particular Rallycross obviously needs quite a few more before it has the full FIA set of tracks. There's a couple tracks in particular it doesn't have that are really cool for Rallycross tracks that I'm quite looking forward to. But that being said, like you were mentioning there, already going to add some stuff on the 15th, so it should be hopefully more fun stuff. And that also means that that will probably be, if they're going to make any physics changes to other cars, that would be the next likely time at which they would do it. So we might see some of the other cars that didn't get physics passes last time also get physics passes. This corner, it's so hard for me not to lock the left front on that corner. But on the bright side, it looks like these guys don't take it exceptionally fast or anything. And we're all actually still right in the line. Oh, nope. The Raptor did the same thing.
He followed me right in there.
Yep. When the tires aren't hot enough, it just doesn't stick on the exit of that corner.
That was a 153.76.
My brakes are hot enough, I'm just missing my brake points now. Be careful, Paradox is right on my booty. And his pace will be very consistent throughout the race. And he will tend to just get faster and faster. That's usually what he does. And it's just like how safe I have to make the setup on this thing to get it to go around. It feels like a car I should be able to really, really push. But I just can't quite do that. Okay, we saved it. That was quite a scary moment. Thought for sure that was going all the way around. Well, in terms of the WEC rally events, I don't think they necessarily want all of those stages. Like, they don't really care about that. The main thing is the rally cross stages, because they're, as far as I know, they're the first game that officially has the rallycross sort of stamp of approval to have the actual rallycross cars and the actual rallycross stages. So I know they're trying to make a big push for making sure they get as much of that content in as possible. I mean, and beside that fact, a lot of the rallycross stages are actually really fun. Rallycross tracks. Oh no. Oh, well that was either lag or he saved that nicely.
Thankfully that wall was there.
It needed some black and blue paint anyway. Getting a little bit safer with my braking points, which is good. I don't like doing it, but I think that's just the best way to take that corner without ruining my tires. Just to slowly and steadily scrape speed off. Oh, Paradox had an issue. That's usually my job. Make those kind of mistakes.
Damn it.
That last corner is a lot tougher than it seems. It seems like a really easy, smooth corner, but realistically you have to scrub just enough speed off to really get the car to turn there, but not scrub off so much that you're super slow. So it's a very fine balancing act. Similar to this corner is very, very similar. You scrub off just enough to get the car to turn through the center, but not anymore. I've actually been relatively nice to my tires so far, so my hope is that I have quite a bit left once we get to the second half. The Harmer's fastest lap is a second faster than mine almost. And as we know in qualifying, he's capable of 42s. That was one of my better exits out of there. And this corner is surprisingly tough. It seems super simple, but the way it cambers and uncambers makes it really tricky. Yes, I did end up getting the Japanese car pack for P-Cars. Project Cars is one of those games where I'm just kind of gonna have to always have all of it. Whether I really want the content or not. And particularly at their price ranges, for the amount of stuff that you get for it, it tends to be a good enough deal that it's not awful. I think Drafter is faster than me. But around this track, he's going to have a hard time making any move stick unless he can really be right on my bumper going into a braking zone. Like if you're right on the bumper here, you can try and make a move. And he does get through that corner faster. Yeah, the LMP1 will probably sell that pack for a lot of people. Because that Toyota LMP1 car is really, really pretty. I really hope they let you make liveries for it. I haven't even checked that yet. Like the funny thing is, I bought it and I haven't even booted up Project Cars since Wednesday. So I grabbed it Wednesday night, but I haven't even messed with any of the cars in it yet. And I might not even get to tonight because I need to make a livery for Saturday night's event in Assetto Corsa. I'm doing an event with the BMW M235i around the Nordschleife, which should be crazy with the Revs Racing guys.
That was a 144.27.
So I want to make a livery for that. Yes, you still can't. So I'll still probably end up, if you still can't make a livery for that one, I'll probably end up still using the Aston Martin, which isn't bad. I mean, I really like my livery for that car. It turned out well, and I really like the car itself. It's just a shame that they're so protective over the look and feel of those LMP1 cars. But to be fair, they are very iconic, so you can't really blame the companies for that. Trying to be a little more aggressive here because Drafter's starting to get much, much closer. It's just tricky because I know in rFactor if I burn off my tires, I am done for. So I have to push, but I have to push in a smart way. Should be a decent lap.
That was a 1:43.5.
Hey, a 43.5. If only I could have done that in qualifying. I think that would have been good enough for second. Drifter definitely doesn't seem able to really make a run work though. Yeah, unfortunately they have to go through EA for that, even though it's not a regular Porsche. It's still under their brand identity. There's a lot more mod cars of that LMP1 car than I ever expected. Wow, he gets to that corner so well. As part of that is he probably doesn't have nearly as stiff of a front end as I do on this thing. I have to balance the throttle and brake at that corner so tremendously. I can tell Drafter's really trying to because he's not saying anything. So I think he's also pushing. And by extension he's pushing me because you see I'm getting faster and faster laps every time.
Oh man, how did I do the exact same thing you did?
Oh, it's so easy to do
Followed
that.
you for like 5 laps, just waiting for one chance.
That was a 1:43.
That might have been it. I don't know. Probably not.
Oh, knowing me, right at the end of the last lap, I'll throw it all away. Unfortunately, that tends to be my MO.
If I don't throw it away first.
Oh. This sequence right here of that double right-hander and then this left-hander, Drafter seems to get through both of these corners significantly faster than I do, which again makes me think that he's got a softer front. Yeah, I do have to say the prototype mod, well, really just the WEC mod for Stock Car Extreme was really well done. And I think, realistically, I think it was probably ported from rFactor2, which would help explain why it was so well done. And then just updated from there.
Tires are really starting to go away now.
They're actually okay for me because I've been babying. This is, oh no. This is why I really wanted to baby my tires, by the way, because this is right in the race.
No, that was a great race there for a long time.
When I really have to try and push. I was just waiting for you to try and pounce and really outbrake somewhere. I was like, where is he going to try it?
I never really got a good run on you. I mean, I was just kind of matching your speed. I don't know. It was a lot of fun.
There were a couple corners where you were catching about 3 or 4 tenths, though. It kept scaring me. That kind of racing is always so great, though. But now I have this space where I can actually start to push my tires a little bit. I mean, we only have 2 laps anyway. Yeah, with the Lancers and then the new track. I think the new track is just the track that was in the beta. Nope, nope, nope. I'm really glad I caught that when I did. That's not going to cost me anywhere near as much time as it should have. Ignore that gravel dust. I don't know why it's there.
Well, I just went into it in that tough corner. It's the first time I've messed up there tonight. In the race, anyway.
Yeah, that's the corner where I left the dust. Probably did very similar things. Oh, this track is so fun.
That was a 147.8.
I really do like this combination. But by the way, you see what I mean? As soon as Drafter wasn't right behind me, he started talking again. It's very similar to what I do when you're in that zone and you feel that race is right there. You sort of just concentrate completely on that. It's just funny. Because I do the same thing. Oh, excuse me. Now I have to think. I can't think I have a bunch of time in hand because last time that caused me to go off in this corner. I have to just treat it like normal. That's the way I want to take that corner every time. I take that really late turn in because it really opens this corner up. It's like it'll be flat the whole way. I think that's probably the more ideal line for it. It's just really tough to pull that off. I'm still surprised that Paradox's tires are starting to go off. Although again, my guess is that he's just been pushing the whole time. Which through many weeks of rFactor2 now, I've noticed you just can't do. Like, you just can't afford to push every single lap, or you will just chew through your tires.
One to go.
4.67.
I just have to be smooth and safe one more time around, which means I'll probably throw it into a fence super hard. Because almost every single time I say that, it all goes sideways very quickly. But we'll see. I think I'm just braking too early for that sequence. I'm probably braking too late for this one. This is a really fun race, though. It's one of those situations where it would have been more fun if I was chasing Drafter, but being the person that's ahead is just as stressful and intense. By the way, I do have to say, with HDR off, this game is much, much better for my eyes. Like, it still eventually goes into the double vision stuff, but it takes much, much longer with HDR off, so I'm definitely going to leave it off.
Armor.
Thanks, Rob.
Yeah, nice win, Homer. You're the man.
Yeah, I got out front, clear sailing.
You're
Nice
also
win.
extremely humble.
Yep, yes he is. That was a fun one, though.
Yeah, I love that track and the car.
And that middle section was just intense. The whole time I was like, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up.
Yeah, that left-hander, right-hander, man, that is so tough. It was funny, the second last lap, I'm like, oh fuck, I actually went through this really nice, and then I got it like sideways coming out of it. I'm like, oh no, that's not right. So tough.
Oh, that was fun. Where's my mouse? There we go. It's one of the few games that I can consistently do donuts very easily in. So even though I didn't win, it's still fun to do them.
I'm coming. Hang on.
I mean, it's seriously, it's pretty much the only racing game I have where I can turn the wheel all the way, lay into the
That was
throttle,
good racing there, Hamster.
and it does what it's supposed to there. Oh yeah, like I said, it was tons of fun. I was just talking to myself the whole time, like, don't mess up, don't mess up, don't mess up.
Yeah.
You were ready to pounce the whole time. And again, that, I don't know what corner numbers they are, but that double right-hander into the really slow left, that whole section, every single lap, you would gain back like 3 or 4 tenths. I thought for sure one of those times you'd just brake really hard up the inside and try it.
No, I didn't quite get ready yet. I was working on trying to get up there, but I couldn't quite catch you enough to make it happen.
But yeah, it was awesome.
All right, fellas, good stuff, man. We'll catch up on the shot box, hopefully.
Yeah,
Good racing all around, guys.
Good to have 5 guys, that's for sure. Glad to have Paradox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to join you guys on the track again
Oh yeah.
in rFactor2. Been quite a while.
Who wants to pick next week?
I don't really care.
Paradox?
Do it.
If you don't want to, that's fine too. I mean, I don't want to put pressure on you. Just
You
Have you
must
done,
choose.
Have you done Lime Rock Park recently?
no, I don't think so.
No, it's been quite a few weeks.
I love Lime Rock Park without chicanes.
Without
full
chicanes.
course.
I'm
Oh
so
yeah,
much,
we love it too.
so much worse at the one without chicanes.
All right, pick a car and post it up. Well, that's what we'll do.
Oh, if you picked Skip Barbers, that'd be hilarious. All right, gentlemen, that was awesome, and I will see you guys later.
Yeah,
Alright,
see
man.
you guys. Fun
Catch ya.
stuff.
Disconnected.
Oh, that was really fun. The middle of that race was so intense. Oh, it was awesome. Anyway, that is it for me for today. Tomorrow I will probably stream the event. It will be very long, so I don't know how interesting it'll be. At the moment, we only have about 5 people signed up, so it probably won't be super interesting, but hopefully it'll still be alright. I figured I'd just stream it as sort of a test for Saturday night stuff anyway. And then Sunday, I think I do have the car and track combination, so I might be doing the iRacing Oval on Sunday also. But either way, that was a ton of fun. Hopefully it was as interesting as it felt. And as usual, thank you all very much for stopping by. I'll see you guys later.